Hello, and welcome back. Okay. We're doing things. Things are happening. Oh. Oh god. I don't remember the weapons. Okay, that's that. That's biotics. I think X is grenade, B melee, what's it, A? Sprint. Oh! Bro. This guy's head. There we go. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh. Cover ace of it. Bro, you're too close. How do I get these dudes to attack? Do I just do this? No. Shit.
Need some help here.
Yes, it is left and right on the D-pad, I believe. Okay, okay.
Aside from the Citadel,
Okay. We're good. So yeah, Mass Effect, I don't know if I want to drop the difficulty level. Because 1 is known for being notoriously hard. Okay. Bro, Garrus dead? So yeah, that difficulty level, eh? Carnage. I mean, it's not me that's bad, right? Fuck, I need to do something. I'll do that.
Sterile white.
Garrus, you okay, babes? How do I heal people? Can I heal people? I think I need a medic to heal people. Yeah. Rose. So yeah. This is fucking shit. Right, let me do save. I'm gonna drop the difficulty because I'm not playing the game for it to be hard. I'm playing it to have a good time. Oh, gameplay. Casual. Let's go. Oh, easy as that. Thought it was going to reload the game. Okay, what cosmic horrors are we going to face now? Huh?
Hello?
Hello.
Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Dr. Tassoni?
Liara Tassoni, I presume?
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
What can we do?
Any suggestions on how we can help?
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Krogans are fine. We got one right here. Not him. Him. Oh. Ow. 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 Bollocks. Garrus, can you go there? Oops. Great. Double great. Booty. Area not clear. Bro, somebody kill that shield. Thank you. Now? What in the hell is this? Fuck. Weird, but I did it. So that probably looks like progress. Do we have a map? Yeah. Okay, any secret items? Here we go. Booty. Easy. No worries. Catch you later, Lilo. Thanks for coming by. Take all. Okay. Well, we seem to be getting good items. No enemy drops, I guess, in this game. Guess we're saving Liara? Yeah, easy.
Oh, how did you get in here? I
Magic.
didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Superior
We
firepower.
blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
You look weird, and you have drawn-on eyebrows.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take
Yeah,
us
we
out of here. Come
literally
on.
just used it.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins
Geth.
are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Okay.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Getting out of here.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander.
On the
Secure and
double,
away.
mister.
ETA 8 minutes.
I love evil
If I
femshep.
die in here, I'll kill him.
Ooh. Hello. An evil Grogan. Has he got a big hat, or is that... No, that's his back.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Surrender. Kill this bastard.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Cheers, Krogi. Fuck. Bro. Thank you. Okay. You guys are in cover? Right? Yes. Can you throw and you assassinate? I'll assassinate too. Then we go from there, I guess. Fuck. Okay. Somebody do a barrier thing. Warp, probably. And use sabotage, and I will adrenaline. Dude. Why is the cover so shitty? Oh, think of him. Bro. You. Okay, now surely. Cooked. Booty. Let's go. Oh, Normandy's here. Booty. Let's bloody get to the ship then, innit? Femshep, you want out or... Nope.
Too
Just
close,
assessing.
Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming.
Okay,
in molten
welcome back,
sulfur.
Lilo.
The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It eases
It's a
attention.
coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction.
I forgot
That is my
about
real
Aiden
area
and
of
Ashley.
expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
50
Just how
years.
old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves.
Yeah, sure, no worries.
Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
You're
I've
wasting
got
your
my own theory on
time.
why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Cycle?
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Shut up and I'll tell
You're
you.
not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time.
Yeah, you idiot.
The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines, the
The Reapers.
The
Dumb idiot.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How
course
do
you
you know
haven't.
this? What evidence do you have?
I
There
saw
was a
it.
damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the
Yeah,
process.
they do have a big
You
brain.
must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
So what good are you then?
Looks like we wasted our time here.
Yeah.
Wait, Commander. Saren might try another attempt on my life. I'd feel safer if you let me stay on your ship. Besides, my knowledge of the Protheans might prove useful later.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Right, another alien. Oh, I'm not going to be space racist. That's fine. You can come.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I'm afraid I'm feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We're done.
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the council?
Yeah.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
I know what I'm doing.
Don't tell me how to do
Dumb
my
idiot.
job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Dr. Tassoni wants help.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Okay.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Got him. See you later, you dumb assholes. Right, is this where we go around talking to everyone? Oh my god. At ease, soldier. So, the ship's a bit bigger than the, oh, what's the one on KOTOR called? Caden, hey. Yeah, okay, this is where we talk.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I don't. I'm
I
listening.
always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
What do you expect me to do?
We'll get things done. I'd rather operate independently than have the brass on our backs anyway.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled.
God damn, I hate
the
Carth.
residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Zibbit!
I'm sure your letters home are very poignant. Just keep this kind of sentimentality out of the CIC.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry to have wasted your time. I'm right about the mission, though. I know it.
Shut up, Caden, you dumb idiot. Okay. Oh, we got little dots. Huh? What are the dots then? I thought the dots were going to be people. Personnel manual? Okay. We're just going to interact with all these and we get free XP. So, I guess that's all of everything on this level. I want to start romancing, you know? Who's this?
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
Supplies?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Pay you?
Why should I pay you,
You
for
work
my
for
weapons
me.
and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap.
Oh, okay.
Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Shh. Investigate. Licenses.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Yeah.
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
Okay, new items?
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless.
Right.
And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Show me what you got. Oh my god. Hmm? Hmm? Well, hopefully you keep hold of those, my dude, because how much have we got? 18k. Medigel. Oh, that's kind of cool. How much is that? 200. That's an easy buy. How much is this? 200. That's an easy buy as well. Okay, assault rifle. Not assault rifle. I want sniper. Okay, that's literally better in every way. 8k though. I think I should probably get armor. I should get armor. I can't afford armor though. Is the main issue. Oh, here's our boy.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
True.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
Garrus gets it, you
wants
know?
it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
True.
You did the right thing. Life's too short to sit around waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I am
Anyway,
right.
I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Yeah.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Now fuck me, Garrus. Fuck me like a wild animal.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
We've done this already.
Good question. There were several.
Like what?
I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
I can understand that though.
It's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Huh?
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't
Fuck
like
him.
you, Commander. No offense.
He wouldn't like you. Too bad, mate.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Exactly.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Ooh. Garrus is right behind
Commander,
me.
good to see you.
Good to see you too, mate. Ashley. Ugh.
Commander?
Literally the worst. How you doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom.
Of course you don't.
They're family, right?
we'll watch her.
I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I believe
that.
it.
Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
Sure.
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, ma'am. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex.
Space racist. Space racist.
Full access to the ship.
Because they're aliens,
you don't
right?
trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy.
That's exactly
we should
right.
Give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You're out of line,
Enough, Chief.
bitch.
You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Fucking Ashley, man. Oh. I want to upgrade that till we're
What can I do for you?
down.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
There's a story.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Don't be an ass.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race.
Oh my god, he's the Kando of this game, isn't he? Big deal. Oh yeah?
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
Isn't it though?
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
Oh.
An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth?
Oh.
And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
Oh. Yeah, I kind of...
Suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
Okay.
The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What is?
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So, Krogans are like the pandas of this world.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one.
Jeez.
And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
True.
You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time.
Dang.
It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Oh, such
So long, Rex.
good writing and interesting characters.
Shepard.
See, this is why I Mass Effect. Screw the fighting. It's the writing. Tally.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard.
Oh,
I've
thank
never
you.
seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful.
Yeah, we're pretty based.
I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Ship special.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
You're welcome.
I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on
You're
a vessel
welcome.
like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can.
Okay,
Some
I'll
of
give
the
you a quick
fleet's larger
recap
vessels
after
date
this.
all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly
Yo, Trilo.
Everything we do must in some way contribute to the
How's it going, my
continuation of
dude?
the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Change topics.
Like what?
Geth.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we
Everyone say hi to Trilo Debt.
how they turned on us.
Give them a follow if you want. They're a good variety
The Geth were
streamer.
originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never
Kinda
did
was
anything
AI
actually
research, though.
illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual.
Thank you for the
that we were able to
goulash.
control them.
Much appreciated.
Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Yeah.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Like a hive mind.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory
Obviously.
data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous
Okay.
input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious.
Right.
But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
Why'd they turn on you?
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose?
Okay, then you just turn them off, right?
Imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Yeah. What happened next?
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation.
Yep.
We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Yeah, I bet they did.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld.
Oh.
We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Okay. Right. So, let's get some chats out of the way. So, oh, you finished Beyond Two Souls. Good. Do you enjoy it? I really liked it. I watched a Let's Play of it. I'm going to be playing, what's it called? Detroit Become Human pretty soon. Probably after Assassin's Creed. So I'm looking forward to that. And Lilo asked, been watching, don't know what's going on. So basically, the world of Mass Effect. So humans have just figured out how to travel in hyperspace, basically. And once they did that, they met up with loads of aliens. There's a council of aliens. The humans, or humans in general, are seen as like a lesser species because we're so new and our technology is so bad. We're seen as like dumb idiots. There's a special group of people called Spectres who are basically above the law and can do whatever they want. My character, Shepard, who's on screen, has become the first human Spectre, so the first person to be given freedom to do whatever they want, to do investigations. Spectres are like space cops, basically, but there are space cops, but we're above the space cops. So there's this bad guy called Saren, and he's up to no good. We're trying to find Saren. He seems to be in control of Geth, who are the baddies who were shooting, and that's who we just learned about from Tali. Apparently Tali's people created the Geth. And now we're flying around to different planets, shooting Geths, trying to find out this ancient species' pillars that give you weird sights of the future or something like that. Not really explained. Basically a detective, yeah, trying to find a criminal, kind of like a military detective sort of thing. So yeah, story, it's a BioWare game, so I mean, you guys probably too young maybe to know Knights of the Old Republic games, but after Knights of the Old Republic and Dragon Age, they did Mass Effect. So this is a very RPG, text-heavy game with shooting. FBI but sci-fi, yeah. So yeah, so I love this. The story, everyone who plays Mass Effect games play it for the stories. The characters are so good. The friendships you make along the way, the races, the lore, it's all really good. So highly recommend. Okay, catch you in a bit, Trilo. They defended themselves.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place.
You did.
We did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
You're right.
You
Sure.
make a good point.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
anything else? Pilgrimage.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
So it's like, is it the Mormons who do Rumspringa or something like that it's called? Sounds dangerous.
Send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
So, do they always accept?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society.
Okay, so it's kind of a con.
Even when the gift is not particularly valuable,
the
captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift.
Okay.
It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I think that's it. Yep.
I should go.
Okay, bye. What's this?
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally?
Yep.
She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
Is she bothering you, though?
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the
I
team.
love Tally.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Dang.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on,
Okay,
Adams.
bye.
Aye, Commander.
So, that's interesting. The ship captures all the outputs. So it's not really a... Well, I guess it is a stealth ship, but Not the, what's the word? Not the sort of regular way you would imagine a stealth ship. Cheeky little moonwalk. I thought, do I not have quarters? Have we got a map? Captain's office. Wait, where was that? Where am I? What are all these arrows? Oh, that's me. Okay. Oh, I did go in here. I guess it's the later games you get the quarters. Because this room is basic as fuck. But we got all the chatting. Oh, we didn't speak to Liara. Oh, Chibi. I don't think I went in this room. Dr. Chakwas. Is Liara not here?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always
I
seemed
enlisted
boring
right out of
too
med
safe,
school.
Too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I
Mm.
wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls.
Okay.
Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations.
Ooh.
Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
L2? Is that
What does that
biotic?
have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Okay.
Goodbye, Commander.
Damn. Is Caden actually kind of based? Oh, there she is. Right, mate?
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No. Are you okay?
You look much better. How
I
are you
feel like
feeling?
it's my duty.
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best. That's her job.
Alliance medical personnel take courses in alien biology, just in case.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
Yeah, you're welcome, I
I'm
guess.
just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
We'll see, mate.
Promises are easy to make, but hard to keep.
I do not begrudge you your suspicions. I just hope in time you will come to trust me.
Why does she talk in like a sexy, sultry voice? I don't like
Tell me
it.
about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds boring as fuck,
Yeah, you're
mate.
right. That doesn't sound very interesting.
On occasion, I have run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumbled across small bands of privateers. That probably does not seem very exciting to someone like you. I guess seeking out history's lost secrets holds a special appeal for me. I would give a century of my life to discover a beacon like the one you found on Eden Prime. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
I'm fascinated.
Sounds like you want to dissect me
She's
in a
trying to
lab
chat me up.
somewhere.
What? No!
I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Don't try and study me.
I'm not some artifact you can take back to your lab, Doctor.
I am sorry, Commander. I did not mean it like that. I am used to dealing with computers and data disks. I am not very good with people. I let my professional curiosity get the better of me. Please forgive me. Let us talk about something else.
Benezia.
Why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
Maybe she's just evil, you know?
Any chance she's in this for power or personal gain?
No.
Reminds you of L.A. Noire.
But I hadn't spoken with my mother in many years. She may have changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals.
Mm-hmm.
My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
How is that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
But wait, there's no... Wait, I'm confused. The monogender meaning one, so that means they're all female? There's no... They say there's no male or female, but they have daughters? Am I understanding that right? I don't know.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
They are the gender of gender. True. Who's your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I don't know who? Father, if you want to use that term, so...
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Why'd you do it?
I agreed to the union if she didn't want any children.
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived.
Right.
Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years.
Oh yeah.
What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them.
Well.
And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us.
Oh.
The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Alright.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
So, the father doesn't have to be a woman. I mean, doesn't have to be a man. It can be a woman. Said the exact opposite of what I was thinking. Yeah. But Saris are all females? Boom. Right. I should probably talk to the rest of the crew, I think. She could also be talking about her priest. Oh. Right. Well, it is gonna be time for a little break.